At exactly 3:03 a.m., your phone rings. Even when it's already in your hand, and the voice on the other side is you, Arif's eyes snapped open. He hadn't heard a ringtone, no vibration, no notification, just a voice. Hello. It came from his phone. But the phone was on the table across the room, and he hadn't answered anything. He stayed still, his heart beginning to pound. The room was dark except for the faint glow of the phone screen. It was lit up, as if a call was already active. Hello. The voice repeated. It sounded exactly like him, same tone, same hesitation. Arif slowly sat up, his mouth dry. I didn't call anyone, he whispered. The voice replied instantly, I didn't call anyone. Arif froze. That wasn't an echo. That was a response. He forced himself out of bed and walked toward the table. The floor felt strangely cold, almost damp. The closer he got, the louder the faint static became. The screen showed an active call, no number, no name, just a timer moving forward. Who is this? Arif asked, his voice unsteady. The phone crackled, then repeated, who is this? His stomach dropped. Stop this, he said quickly. This isn't funny. Silence followed, thick and heavy, then came a new sound, breathing. Slow. Close. Too close. Arif swallowed hard. Where are you? He asked. The reply came instantly, where are you? His hands trembled. No, you answer me first. There was a pause. Then softly, I'm in your room. Arif's heart slammed against his ribs. His eyes darted around the darkness, but there was nothing, no one. You're lying, he said, though he didn't believe it anymore. I'm not lying, the voice said calmly. I can see you. The phone screen flickered, and then the camera turned on. Arif saw himself standing in the room, but the angle was wrong. It wasn't showing him from the phone's position. It was showing him from behind, as if someone was standing directly behind him, holding the phone. Arif stopped breathing. Slowly, he turned his head. Nothing. Empty space. He looked back at the screen. The image remained, him, from behind. And just over his shoulder, a shadow. Tall. Still. Standing too close, Arif stumbled back, his legs weak. No. On the screen, the shadow moved slightly, but in the room, nothing changed. There was a delay, small, but enough to feel wrong. Do you see me now? The voice asked quietly. There's nothing there. Arif shouted. The screen zoomed in closer to his back, closer to the shadow. Then it moved, the shadow lifted its hand and placed it on Arif's shoulder, on the screen. At the same moment, Arif felt it. A cold hand. Heavy. Resting on his shoulder. His entire body froze. Now you feel me. The voice whispered. Arif tried to scream, but no sound came out. The grip tightened slowly, deliberately. You didn't answer the first time, the voice continued. So I called again. Arif struggled to speak. What? Do you want? I want to switch. The lights flickered once, then twice, and went out completely. Darkness swallowed the room. Only the phone screen remained, glowing faintly, but now, the image had changed. On the screen, Arif was facing the camera. Smiling. A wide, unnatural smile. But in reality, he wasn't smiling. He could feel his face. It was still, no. He whispered, the version of him on the screen tilted its head, still smiling, still watching. Then it spoke, not through the phone, but through the room itself. It's easier this way. The hand on his shoulder moved to his neck. Cold fingers wrapped around his throat. Arif gasped, grabbing at the air, but there was nothing there, just pressure tightening around his neck. the image on the screen leaned closer, closer, until his face filled the display. "Stay still," it said gently, his vision blurred. Darkness crept in. The last thing he saw was himself, watching, waiting, then everything went black. At exactly 3:03 a.m., the phone lay still on the table. The screen lit up again. A new call began. No number. No name. Just a timer counting upward. On the screen, Arif appeared, standing in his room, perfectly still. He looked into the camera and smiled. "Hello?" he said, and somewhere, far away, another phone began to ring.